And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called Ocean Crisis. This is from Shepherd Kit, and this game is a cooperative game that has to do with cleaning up all the trash that's landing on the beaches. I live in Florida. This is definitely something that we think about and talk about here. And so in this game, you're a group of people, and it's just your job to stop the trash from piling up too high. The game is an educational one of sorts, and it's definitely geared towards kids, as you can see here on the cover, but it is not necessarily a kids game. Let me show you. Ocean Crisis is a cooperative game that you're going to play on different levels. So I have it the standard level set here, and this will tell you what trash starts where. So you have trash, there's the river that's broken into 3 parts, and then that river goes and flows out into the ocean. What you don't want to happen is you don't want trash to land over here. If you get 6 pieces of trash there, then players will lose. In each round, players are going to have a certain number of workers of their color, and one of the players will have some neutral workers. This will be passed from player to player as the game goes by. The number of workers you have is based on how many players are in the game. And your workers can be placed in various places. You can put them here in the middle, where you're going to be getting roads. You can put them on trash, and you can have multiple people on trash if you so desire. You can also put them over here on trash that's next to the beach, although only next to the beach areas. If it's out in the ocean, well, that's kind of tough luck at that point. Once that's done, for each worker that's placed here, you're going to be drawing these tiles. And these tiles show roads of different shapes and sizes, and you're going to be putting these roads out here, trying to attach these roads to various things. Once you attach a road to something, you will get that, whatever it is. And once you attach your road to maybe, like, let's say I attached it to here somehow, that I got enough so that my road was attached there, then I can start coming out of that spot over here. Each of these roads is going to do different things. I'll explain this in a moment, but let me explain what happens when you're on trash. When you're on trash, you're going to roll this number die, which has numbers 0 to 5 on it. You will add that to the number of workers there, and you need to equal the number that's here. If you do so, you get rid of the trash. If you fail to do so, well, at least you learned a little bit about the trash, and you'll turn it over to the other side where the number is smaller, so that it's easier. This was a 5, now it's a 4. It's easier to do it next time. So if I tried to do this 4 and I failed, next time it would be a 3, easier to get done. If you do finish trash, then you'll discard that. If you finish trash on the beach area, it will come down here. As you fill in this area down here with trash, if this is completely filled with trash from the beach, then you will completely clear it. You'll pick one of the types of trash. You've researched that type, and from now on, when you're drawing new trash per turn from the bag, if you draw trash of this type, of these straws for example, instead of putting them on the 3 side, you'll place them on the 2 side. So players will put out the roads first, and then they're going to try to clean up the trash. Then the trash that you haven't cleaned up will flow down from one river to the next, flowing out into the ocean. If the ocean is overflowed, then it will pop into here. Either way, even if the ocean isn't overflowed, you'll roll a die, and you're going to move the wheel that many spots. If there's trash in these arrow spots, that comes right down in, so that's even more dangerous, that trash there. Now I mentioned when you connect to different things here, you'll get special abilities. When you connect to this here, you put this token here, which means when you're cleaning up ocean trash, you only need 4 to learn about new stuff. When you connect to one of these, whoever connects to that is going to draw a card, put a token on that card to show that that card is now a special ability that they have. So for example, if you have recycling, 0s now count as 5s for you. If you have biodegradable material, you can now re-roll the dice once per round. So there's all here you can place your worker on 2 pieces of trash between them. Also, if you connect up here, you will immediately clear all the trash from that river. Those can only be done once. And when you do it here, you'll put this piece over here, and when trash lands in that spot where that is, it will automatically get cleaned up. So there's various things. And then after players are done moving trash down the river, then you go to the next round, more trash comes out. And you just got to survive through all the rounds of the game, where it will add trash or even double the amount of trash that's in each of the different areas. Now, you can play on a difficult level or even on an impossible level. And there are many different scenarios that you can include. Save the Hurons, Shark Defender, Crab Protection, Quest for the Hermit Crabs, etc. Each of these comes with various pieces and a scenario in the book that you will use. And that's how you play. You'll win together or lose together. Well, first of all, I like the box here. The box has this nice insert, which looks kind of like a beach here. The trash and all the tiles are really good quality tiles. The board and everything spins, and it's a puzzle board here where each of the pieces fits together. The meeples are good quality. The art is really well done. The rules were pretty good. There's like a cartoon comic at the beginning, and they explain everything. There's a few things that I didn't understand completely, but for the most part, I thought it was very clear on how to play, and like I said, it tells you how to play each of the missions. There's a lot of stuff in this game. I have to say I like the game's theme. I think it's a good talking point type thing. There's a lot of cool scenarios. Who doesn't like dolphins and sharks are interesting, and hermit crabs and all that. It's neat, and it's neat how there's a lot of extra content in the box besides the base game. The gameplay itself has a unique worker type placement in which everyone just puts them all out at the same time. This happens in other cooperative games like the very complex Robinson Crusoe does that, and that's how Ocean Crisis works. We can all place our stuff out all at the same time, which means someone could kind of quarterback and say, place your stuff there, do this. It hasn't happened where I'm playing, where people are talking together. I'll go for the garbage here. Well, I'll do this over here. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter who goes where until you get those special abilities. Then it matters a little bit more who does what. Now, it's best if one person goes for the road stuff because the game rules are slightly wonky, I think, in that when it's my turn, I have to put all my tiles out first, and then you put out your tiles, which means the paths can be built in some really weird ways based on the order. And again, it's just easier if one person gets all the tiles, or at least one or two people getting all the tiles. But I like that tile action. It's letting you build these roads out, and you're picking what you want. Those two people who clear the whole rivers, that's pretty powerful. But you can only use that once. And when do you want to use it? You want to use it when that river's full of trash. The spot where it lets you get special abilities, those special abilities are wonky awesome. I mean, the one that lets you change a 0 to a 5, that's fantastic. It's terrible when you roll a 0. And so knowing where to build those roads and stuff, I like that a lot. Rolling for the trash is, well, rolling for the trash. You are rolling a die. And you can put a lot of people there, but you could still roll a 0, and unless you have that special ability, you might fail, even if it's a low piece of trash like a 2 or a 3. Now, you can force you to get rid of a trash by putting a lot of people in one spot, but that's kind of a waste of time, considering you're wasting all your workers there than somewhere else. That being said, even with that amount of luck in the game, and even though I would say at the end of the day, it's probably closer to being a kid's game than an adult game, it's one that works well for the whole family. This felt different. This felt refreshing in the midst of many cooperatives that I've seen, and this one has a real-world theme that it treats with some gravitas, but also doesn't treat it so overwhelmingly depressing. It's still a fun, bright, cheerful game as you deal with a problem that exists as you go around and try to help the wildlife by cleaning up the trash. That, coupled with the fact that it has all these different scenarios and things in the box, make this a game that I really enjoyed, and I had a lot of fun playing with my family. Definitely one to check out. That's Ocean Crisis. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.